Yo, yo! Alright, today I thought I'd give you guys, as my little post-workout live, I'm gonna tell you guys a funny story, okay? So, a few years ago, and this is a true story, you can ask my buddy Dan, who was with me, okay? So anyways, my beefcake brother, okay? So me and my boy Dan, I'm gonna actually tag him in this video too, when I get off this. And he'll confirm it. Although he wasn't actually there at the moment. He didn't see it with his own eyes, but he was there that day. But anyways, so he'll know who I'm talking about. Matter of fact, he knows the person that did it. But anyways, here's what happened. So, me and my boy Dan, had gone to, we had gone to Vegas, right? To go party for the weekend. And it was just him and I, and we, had gone to a music festival the day before, and the festival, we actually had gone out there to go to a music festival, and the music festival was playing like a lot of like trappy style music, right? And, it's not really danceable, right? That's more like a headbanging kind of shit, right? So we were gonna go to it, and we were only gonna go for the day, right? And then we were gonna go back the next day. Well, we ended up, like, because I didn't actually get my dancing in, because I'm a dancing machine. If you've ever been out with me, you know what I'm talking about. Like, I'm a dancing machine when I go to clubs, and as long as the music is good. If the music ain't good, I ain't dancing. But the music is good, like EDM, like electronic music, and it's good, it's got a good beat, I don't stop, okay? So, we had gone to this music festival, and the music sucked all night, so I didn't really dance, and I was like, fuck, man. So the next day, we were gonna go back for day 2, hoping that, like, it was gonna be better. Well, as I'm at the gym, Dan texts me, and he's like, bro, Alesso's playing at XS nightclub tonight. And XS has, like, been one of the top nightclubs in Vegas for, like, a really long time. So I'm like, fuck yeah, we're gonna go see Alesso, right? So we go to the nightclub, and so we're walking around, and we happen to run into some friends that happen to be there as well too, right? So we're hanging out with the friends. There was like a group of girls and stuff mostly. And, but anyways, so Dan and I, we're walking around the whole thing all night long, right? And so there was this chick, and when we were there, like, I showed up like super shreddy, right? So like super shreddy, right? And so, and I'm walking around with like a tank top on, right? Cause it's at the, it was at XS nightclub, and which is at nighttime is like the Encore Beach. They open it up to the pool area, right? So it's the nightclub and the pool area. So we're hanging out all night long, and I kept running across these 2 girls, right? And it was these 2 girls, and they were both really tall, right? Like they probably like 5'8", 5'9", then with heels on, they were like 6 feet tall, right? And for one, at the time, and just keep in mind here, this was a period where I was single, because my wife and I had separated, right? And I was single. That's why I was out there with my boy, right? And we were, you know, out there, you know, looking for opportunities, right? So anyways, I keep seeing these girls, right? And they were really hot, but they were tall. And I ain't into tall girls, man. I'm a short dude. I'm 5'9", or not 5 foot, I'm 5'6", and like with a chick that's like, which for some reason tall girls like me, and I don't like tall girls, for many reasons other than it just looks weird whenever you have like a chick who has heels and she's taller than you, right? And, I like my girls to be like 5'2" or less, right? So anyways, keep seeing this girl, and keeps like eye fucking me all night long, like straight on, like just dead staring at me. And I'm like, at some point, like, I have a feeling like she's gonna come hit on me, right? Cause I get hit on all the time, especially when I'm dancing and shit, right? So sure enough, keep running to this chick all night long, right? And then so I'm on the dance floor, we're over by the stage, and you know, Alesso's playing, it's like he's headlining the night, the music is great, I'm on the dance floor tearing it up. I got my buddy Dan's with me, and the group that we were with, right, they were like right behind me, and I'm like in the front, like dancing and shit, you know, cause I'm like the hype man, right? And so, so they walk away to go back to the table to go get a drink, right? And I was good, right? I had already had like 10 shots of fucking tequila. Like, I was good, so I didn't need another drink, right? So those girls were standing maybe like 20 feet away. And every single time I would look in that direction, there was one of them. She was a brunette. She was always eyeballs already on me, right? Staring me dead, like just trying to make eye contact with me, right? And so I was trying not to look in that direction, right? But I kept checking to see if she was still staring. And sure enough, she's still fucking staring, right? So, so I'm already in my mind thinking like, all right, at some point she's going to approach me. Okay. So my friends leave to go get a drink, right? And as soon as they say, hey, we're going to go get a drink, like, we'll be right back, right? I look over and sure fucking enough, she starts walking towards me, and I'm like, all right, here it comes, right? And the music's really, really loud, and she's really, really tall. So she comes up next to me, and she whispers in my ear, and she goes, put your arms around me. And then literally fucking scoops me up, okay? Literally scoops me up, spins me in a fucking circle, right? And then sets me down and is like, I just had to do that. And I was like standing there like, what in the fuck just happened? I'm like, holy shit. Was that a man? I was a man. That was a man. He had titties and everything. It was a man with titties. Holy shit. I just got picked up by a fucking tranny. What the fuck? And I'm like standing there like stunned, right? And then literally right after it happened, my friends happened to come back, right? And like, it was like maybe like a minute later, they come back and I'm like, bro, you'll never believe what just fucking happened, man. And then so I'm telling my buddy Dan, and he's like, what? And I'm like, that fucking chick that's been eyeballing me all night. And he's like, yeah. And he goes, I go, she just fucking came up and spun me around in a circle, and he just started fucking dying laughing. And he's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, like literally picked me up, fucking spun me in a circle, and then put me down. It was a fucking man. And of course he's dying laughing. And he's like, you know what, bro? That chick looks really familiar, that thing. I'm like, I think I follow him on Instagram. And he's like, it is a tranny. Anyways, that's my story where I got literally picked up by a tranny. Like literally picked up by a tranny. Right? How many people do you know that shit's ever happened to? Right? I've been small my whole life. Nothing like that has ever happened to me. Okay. Normally they just come up and hit on me, right? And that's the first time that's ever happened. Now, I have had on many occasions, especially partying in LA, because at the LA nightclubs, there tends to be a lot of, sometimes, especially when it comes to electronic music, there's a lot of gay guys that go, right? Oh man, I've been fucking hit on so many times in LA. I had a guy one time in LA, very similar situation. And he actually came up and he grabbed my ass, and I was like, bah, popped it off like, fuck no, don't fucking touch my ass. I'm like, I don't have a problem with you living your lifestyle, but you don't fucking bring me into it, cause I ain't fucking gay. Okay. So, you guys ever had any crazy stories like that happen before? Man, normally it's women, but you know, except for when I go to LA. But even when I go out with my wife, happens all the time too. Dude, matter of fact, we went to, this is another funny story. We went to go to Vegas like 2 years ago. My wife and I, we were just going for the night because we, were going to go see David Goggins speak and, at an event. And, so we were just there for like 24 hours. And we were at dinner, right? Having like a little date day. Me and my wife just chilling at the table. And literally, this chick literally walks up while we're sitting at the table on the date. Literally walks up and she grabs me, and then she's like, stand up for a second. And she's like, oh, damn, boy. And then she like spins me around in a circle, And I'm like, what in the fuck? And we're like in a fine dining restaurant, okay? We ain't at a motherfucking Chili's, okay? We ain't in an Applebee's. We're at like a high-end fucking fine dining establishment. And this chick came up, pulled me out of my chair, and I'm trying not to like make a scene, right? Because we're in a fine dining establishment, and I'm like, the fuck is going on here? And she literally like picks me up and she like spin around for me, and she spins me around, and I'm like, what in the fuck? And like at one point, I'm kind of like, she's being disrespectful to my wife. On the other side of it, I'm like, I don't want to make a scene. This is already kind of getting attention as it is, right? And then, but anyways, that actually happened on another occasion too. But anyways, that's what happens when you're fit, man. That's what happens. People just, especially if you're a dude. I try and tell you guys this all the time, man. If you are in shape, it is the hack to attracting women. Like, you ain't gotta do shit except stay in shape. They come to you. It's like so easy. But anyways, that was my little story of the time I got picked up, literally picked up and spun around by a tranny. And thought I'd share that story with you guys because it was really fucking funny that it happened. And has anything like that happened to you before? Share it in the comments below.